Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of My Own Survival. And we're out front. Sorry about that. We're out front. We're going to take a little bit of a break from farming, as I call it, or farm building for now. Not that we're going to take a complete total break. I have my eye on a copper farm that we might get in place and get functional today. I'm not sure. But first, I wanted to start out over here because I've had this buried ship here for basically as soon as I started the world that I've always thought was really cool. Now, there's nothing special about it, except it's several different pieces of wood, and it's in a weird position. And I was like, I'm not really sure what I want to do with this, but I don't want to destroy it. I was thinking of trying to preserve it. So my thought is I'm going to get a big circle that encompasses the entire ship, and I think we should dig it out. What purpose that will have, I'm not sure, but I have to say we dig it out, maybe clean up the area a little bit, maybe make a nice fancy display, maybe we turn it into something, not necessarily ripping apart the ship and changing it in any ways. I think this was like two ships on top of each other. Now that I'm looking at it, but yeah, let's clean the ship out. We'll preserve the ship in its current state, put it on decoration, and we'll think of a good use for it. Maybe we make this a bit of a transportation hub locally. We have the teleportation hub that sends us all across the world. Maybe this will be a way to get from like around here to where we have our villagers, and copper farms actually going to be over there too. But yeah, I'm getting ready to stream, so I'm going to go ahead and stream this, cleaning it up hopefully, and go sleep real quick before we get mob spawns, because this area is dangerous. I've already had 2 creepers blow up on me walking through the front door, and I don't want any more. But yeah, let me sleep and stream, and then we will be right back. Alright guys, so the stream has happened. It's actually a couple days after the stream. I have finished digging the hole out, and yeah, I don't know what to do now that I've gotten this far. I do know why the ship looks the way it does. It's obviously not supposed to look like this. It's a chunk error, as we can see, or as I thought we could see. There we go. You can see the ship spawned on a chunk, which means it tried to spawn 2 different ships and plopped them together. So we have the ship we have now. And I think that's definitely a cool enough reason to keep this thing here. We have it all nice and dug out, looking good. I've even cleaned everything out from the inside, except for the chest. I left the chest there. I basically left it as if it was stuck in a time freezing, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not sure what to do with this thing just yet. I had an idea of maybe like building a crane towards the back and it's lifting this up, but I kind of want to dig out a lot of this terrain and have more glass to see into the ocean. Basically, I need to do some research on ship museums and see how many different ways we can show the ship off that way, and maybe come up with usefulness as we need a reason for this to be here. That's where I'm going with this. And actually, I think I'm going to drop this project now, because the next step would be to gather the materials I would need for the builds. And I don't know exactly what I want to build, so gathering the materials for said build would be useless right now, because then I would just gather a bunch of generic blocks and we would probably end up with a generic build because I got a bunch of generic blocks. So we're actually going to go this way. And I just realized it's probably going to be dark by the time I get back. Hey, there's our old nether portal. It technically doesn't work anymore, so we could probably get rid of it. But if we come this way, if you guys remember from last season, we spent a good bit of it here. I say good bit. I think at least 2 or 3 episodes. That's a creeper hole. This was our starting base area, really. We had a AFK Fisher, which actually still has some stuff in it. It's not a bad bow. What? Do I have power 5 on my bow? I don't even have power 5 on my bow. It might be useful taking. Basically, we can get rid of this now because it's useless. You can't do this anymore. The AFK Fishers don't work. And if we come down this way, yeah, resources were kind of lacking last season. Down here, we have a zombie grinder. And also a cleric that I've been trading. I forgot I could trade for glowstone. That's how I was getting all the glowstone. I was wondering where I was getting that from. I totally forgot. Okay, you're gonna become more handy. Definitely more handy. Okay, I was smelting gold and stuff. That was lava. Oh, we actually have a good bit of good gear in here. Holy cow, that... I wish I would have remembered I had this here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna convert this zombie grinder into a drowned farm to get copper. Now, it's not gonna be super efficient or anything like that, but it's gonna be a fun little project that I've kind of had on my mind. The idea is I want to build a larger version of this in Ripple Effect next season. So we're gonna use this as kind of a test platform before we expand it tremendously. So I'm gonna go gather some resources and dig out and make this functional and see if it kind of works. I'm not sure if it will or not, but we need to get to testing and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, changes have been made to the existing zombie grinder. The guys come up through here. They should come up to here and get pushed down on top of this. Their heads will still be in water, as we can see here, which is what we need. We need about 30 seconds of head in water to convert them to drowned. From what I see a lot of videos, just doing a length of 6 blocks with cobwebs, which we have, will do the timer. If that's correct, I don't know. We have 11. I had to go find these because I had none. I really should have put the data pack where you can convert string into, and I just realized I'm not going to be able to put one there. So I'm only going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could do 6 here because the water keeps going, and then have them drop. So this is all technically 1 lower than before, so the extra drop shouldn't be that big of a deal. This should work. It should work. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the cobwebs in place. I'm saving that for last because once you do, there's really no getting back into this area. So yeah, I'm kind of worried. Are they gonna get caught on anything over here? No, it pushes, everything pushes them this way. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna place the cobwebs, I'm gonna test this out, and then I'll come back when hopefully we have drowned. Please? We'll find out. Okay, we are back with a finally functioning drowned copper farm. Except my controller has decided to stop functioning. Please? There it goes. Okay, cool. So, as you'll see in here, I was getting gold ingots, which is something that should not be possible on vanilla Minecraft anymore. Turns out, one of my data packs, pretty sure it's the mob head drop data pack, was messing with the loot tables. So I just had to go update it, and sure enough, the first round we killed dropped a copper ingot. Obviously, by the recipe thing unlocking, they've dropped some more. The farm is now functional, which is great. Bad thing is, this room is ugly. so ugly. Let's take a look at the farm working though. I have a replay mod footage showing the drown spawning, going up the elevator, and they come across those 6 blocks. Remember, we put that one piece of cobweb at the end. Turns out I didn't need it. Turns out that was actually clogging the entire system. So I removed it. Also, this is older time-lapse footage. The blocks that have the torches on them now have been removed and switched out with magma blocks because babies were still living through there. I didn't know why I didn't think about this beforehand, but yeah, that's it. And farm's working like a champ. We're definitely gonna have to figure out something with storage. I don't think we're gonna need this many drown heads, that's for sure. We're gonna keep the rotten flesh because obviously this guy takes it, and he takes a good bit of it. I didn't realize I could get redstone from here too. So we're gonna set up a nice little trading system with this guy. Maybe bring 1 or 2 down, or 1, 2, 3 more down. Maybe have 4 of these guys working down here. That'd be kind of cool. But this was the original area, and that's my access tunnel. Oh, because every once in a while this thing was breaking. That's right. So I would have to come down here and smack the babies because they were getting stuck right there. So we might want to keep this access hole here. But I'm thinking about moving the room forward. So like this will now become the back wall. So we'll probably have a door back here. And I want to say like, this is actually pretty close to the, yeah, to the room. Okay, so we've got that much room to work with. It's not horrible. So we'll probably go that way and this way with the room and get this villager into his new place. But I don't even have a design for this room yet. I just wanted to get something that worked. So while I'm down here, I can be getting some copper because, you know, I kind of want to use copper a little bit in this design because that's the main purpose of this whole area. I do kind of want to be able to turn this farm on and off. I don't know if that's a good idea yet, because that means I guess I don't have to decorate in there. We don't have to have a window. I don't know. Let me get to work on planning out a design, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we have more or less the functional abilities of the farm in place. This guy is still just kind of out in the middle, and we're losing stuff. But yeah, sorting systems in place. We're not going to do anything crazy or anything fancy, except for you'll be able to see the items go up right behind these guys. At least for now. I don't know if I want to keep that or not, but everything is falling into place. Well, except for this last one. The 3 items I'm keeping is obviously the rotten flesh, the copper, and drown heads. Why drown heads? I don't know. But everything else is going to burn, whatever. The rotten flesh, people are like, why are you keeping the rotten flesh? Remember, because we're going to move a couple more of these guys in here, and we'll do some trades with them, and that'll give us our redstone and glowstone for a while. 'Cause we could use that. Oh, and I guess we could get some XP. But yeah, I've just been over here murdering these things whenever I hear it get full. And it's been working really nice. The thing is, I'm kind of struggling on color palette. I have an idea of like, these poles will go up and then we'll have a little bit of arching in the middle. Same with where the storage is. This side's hooked up. This side has nothing hooked up on it, mainly because that's the farm down there. Like, you break this one block and yeah, farm. So I don't have really anything going on in this side. But a color palette, I kind of want to use oranges because the copper, but I feel it might be overwhelming. So I'm not sure. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get the poles up, the archways in, and maybe get this guy out of the middle of the room to get a better look at things, and then we'll come back and maybe hopefully pick out some colors. Alright guys, this is a bit of a jump cut. I got a lot of stuff in place. We're not fully done yet. Sorry for the morning voice, but I went with the orange and I do like it. I got rid of being able to see what was behind. Why are you still a zombie? Let's see if he completes his. There we go. They still they still complete down here, so that's good. This chest is not hooked up to anything. It's just I don't have inventory room to get all the gold out. But yeah, because it's like secluded really tight on all sides, the items aren't popping out like they were before, which I really like. Everything's going to where it should be. Lots of great drops are happening from this. This might actually be where I go to repair some tools and stuff because I can get copper out of it now. But before we go too much further, I wanted to try something on camera to see if it looks good. I love note blocks as a texture, and I think that's gonna look really good with I'm not sure if we have enough now. Let's try this. And how do you make a lightning rod? There we go. Okay, so it takes 3 to make a lightning rod. Holy cow. No, I want this, and then this, and then this. Let's make... Alright, so if we do this, and then this, and then that, and then that. That's kind of cool. It probably needs some lighting in the area, though. That might be its only downfall. So we might want to bring in some light, but I think that looks really good. I like that. So we'll probably use that. On the other side, I have no clue what to do over here. I still have to finish texturing the top, and I think I'm just gonna go dark oak ceiling. It's really boring, but I don't want you looking up here. I want you focused everywhere else. So, yep, basically by the next time you see me, I'm gonna go ahead and have this whole area finished, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright guys, we are 100% complete down here, minus the villagers. So, what, 90% complete, I guess. I had to do a little toying with these guys. Originally, I wanted the brewing stand to sit on top of the barrel, but he wouldn't work to get his trades to unlock. So I threw it down on the ground, and that seemed to fix it. I don't like that. I'm sure it has to do with air blocks above this guy, which I assume have to be 1, considering that's 1 air block, whereas over here it would be half an air block. We'll keep an eye on it. If I can, I really want to put it back up there. Maybe that means I have to raise the back half of these sections up 1, which honestly would not be that hard. So we won't worry too much about it. The other 3 that I'm going to bring down here, I'll do it on a live stream. I have a live stream coming out probably the same day that this comes out, so we'll probably do it then. Until then, I'm having a lot of fun. This is a very good farm. So I have found that these do actually still pop out. I'm thinking about, you know what, we don't have an ender chest in here. We might have to fix that. Let's do this. We'll do this, and then man, I need to make some more hoppers, which means I need to cut down a bunch more trees. So if we do this, and then break that, do that, and there we go. That'll fix that. The only thing is, I hope I don't throw my sword down, because I've already done that on accident. Yeah, that means I would have ended up losing it, because it goes straight into lava. Maybe I should get a bit of a water current, so instead of going to lava, it just spits it back out over here. That might be smarter than to disintegrate it from the get-go. But I really enjoy this room. A couple things I might change here and there. You know me, I'm constantly tweaking things while they're totally not done. Let's clean the room. We're looking at this room, and I've got stuff in the middle of the room. Let's just... yeah. So the way up and down is also not complete. It still goes into this little AFK Fisher room I had. So this area will need to be cleaned up too. But again, that's something we can do on a live stream. Not a big deal. Everything else about this farm is good to go, and I'm pretty happy. I did a little bit of AFKing. Come to find out, it's about 1 copper ingot a minute, which doesn't sound that impressive, and it's really not, but that's good enough for me. I don't plan on building giant builds out of copper. I honestly don't think the copper texture is that great. Cut copper is okay. Any of the withering or weathered or whatever you call it textures I don't like. So yeah, and I don't have any bee farms to give me some honeycomb to wax this stuff. So but yeah, guys, we're gonna end it here. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want more, hit the subscribe button. We'll be bringing you at least hopefully one more episode before we start season 4 of Ripple. Yeah, guys, till then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.